Alright dudes, it's amazing what you can find if you look around. Like, have a look at this. Unbelievable. Here is one HR wagon. Alright. They've been covered over by these roller doors to stop those pine needles and stuff. Alright, there's another HR wagon and a sick HR ute. The HR ute, it looks good, like patina'd and that, but she's actually very rusty. But it's got a rear louver in it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that wagon's covered over as well. They're mostly complete. What do you reckon? Awesome, eh? Have a look inside this one, eh? Look at that. Plenty of spiders. Doesn't have the standard stereo. It's got headlight rims there. Same, someone's cut into the dash with that little extra, you know, but they're fairly complete. Like, the floors aren't too bad in this one. The passenger side's actually worse than the driver's side, but yeah, there's no motors or boxes in any of them. This one here's got a 186 and a 3-speed in it. But yeah, how good a find is that? Isn't that absolutely amazing how good that is? What do you reckon? And you know, the best part about these cars just here is, yeah, they're actually in my yard. Look at that. Tricked you, didn't I? There's me HB. You know, the wagons are something I want to build, have wanted to build for a long time. I just ended up with two at the one time. I've got a turbo kit up here in the shed to put onto one of them. So in the shed here, I've got this yard is a freaking mess. So sitting on the ground here, that motor there is a 179 HP standard bore, red motor. And I've got this turbo kit here for a Holden red motor. Got that there, and there's other bits and pieces around for it. And there's a T5 sitting on the ground over there. I've just got to make a bell housing up to suit the Holden red motor. So one of the wagons will be turbo 179 HP 5-speed. But yeah, just another project in the midst of getting done. Here's that HB Torana I was talking about in the live yesterday. So she's going to be the 4-wheel drive. So she's a bit of a beast. It's fairly complete. You can see why I want to put the Jaguar dash in, because the Torana one's fairly well shot. But yeah, you can imagine that up in the air. She's a two-door. But yeah, alright, so today there's a guy that wants to buy the tray off that truck there. So I'm going to take some photos of that, send them off to him. There's another VN up here actually that, yeah, there's one of the new trailers for the trail hire business. I've just got to put the winch mount and stuff on that to get it ready. This is another manual VN. This is the one we were gonna put the turbo kit on. Okay, so it's just a dead stock executive until the formula come along, but it's a manual. I had to put another 6-cylinder manual, had to put another steering column in it and a water pump and got it going, but she runs pretty good. This Bedford over here is this is the first one I got like years ago now when I started collecting. I pulled the front off it and I put that 202 in it, and I think it's a manual behind it because I couldn't fit the auto that was connected to that 6-cylinder on because of one of the cross members, and I didn't want to cut the cross members. But I'll take a completely different route with this now because of you guys. It'll be something, because the way the bonnets work on these is they come across here and they have the side thing, so it'd be good to have two turbos sort of hanging out the side over the wheels. But it's not rusty or anything. It's just a pretty cool thing. They're a short chassis one, so I'll chop the rear diff out, chop the front out, and probably use Sora front and rear, or Jag, probably Sora though, so I've got Ford pattern. That's just another project we've got going on. This HR ute over here, all the rust's been done in this. I'm not sure what way to go with it. It's still fairly rough, but it's got floors in it now, and all the rust has pretty well been done. But it's just been sitting for a while because I haven't had a lot of time to get back to it. So yeah, it's just hard with work, but I am getting through the jobs, you know what I mean, and getting stuff done. Yeah, I was going to show you a set of wheels I got in there for the formula, but I can't fit in there. But I'm going to take these wheels here, these jets, to put them on that WRX, the black one. So there's two there, and I think there's two still on Nicole's WRX there, so I'll pull them off, And so if anyone wants those 17s off that black, it's got brand new tyres on it. These wheels here, I'm actually thinking about putting on the Formula. I think they'd look good in the white. I polished most of them. This one here I had to get repaired, but I don't mind them. They're actually a nice looking wheel. So if I can find 2 of them with tyres, I might give them half a clean and whack them on the Formula this week and see what it looks like. There's my Celica Supra. That's I've got a Sora over at the yard with a twin turbo 1J, and that'll be going into that. She's a pretty cool car. There's not many of these around. They're not the world's most popular of Supras, but I like them. They were one of those ones, once again, guys, that was on the list in my head of stuff I can't live without because I'm a weirdo. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, progress on the Jag. It's sitting here, and as you can see down underneath there, it's leaking fluid. That auto is absolutely rooted. Okay, so the guy that actually does the trailers actually builds early boxes, so glides and turbo 350s and stuff like that. So I think Leith wants to build it though. He wants to put a full manual valve body in it, so I'll probably just give it to him if he wants to do it. The Ute's sitting here. I did take it up north the other day, but I've got to do steering rack in it because it leaks. There's a little bit of work to do to this before I can do too many Ks in it. I want to put another exhaust on it, and it's slow, like it's terrible, so we're gonna have to work on it. And then yeah, just the usual stuff. I actually saw on Facebook last night wide body kits for these. So I was, this one here could actually be a wide body one. I'm not too sure. I'm going to look further into it, look some more pictures and see what the wide bodies look like, whether I want to do that to it or not. But it is rough in the body, this one, but it's good in the trim and it's good in the drive line, and the paint needs doing, so I don't know whether to put a wide body on it and turn it into something different. The black one's going to not be wide body, definitely not. It'll just be repainted black, but good. And yeah, and everyone knows this old girl. She's just chilling, waiting for the next mission. I might even get her out today. I've got to go down to Harvey Norman today and look at some camera gear, so I'm just deciding what I'm going to drive. I might take the Ute though, I think. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. I wish my driveway was like 10 deep so I could just back each one out, but yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to keep moving along. I might actually cut now to, I told you about a Falcon that was for sale, an XT Falcon. She wants 20 grand for it, and this thing is mint. I'll cut to that now and give you a look. Alright, tell me what you reckon in the comments down below, but I'll cut to that now. Alright guys, today in the live stream I mentioned that I was coming to see a lady in Kingaroy here about an XT Falcon. Now I've just turned up here now. So XT Falcon, it was last registered in 1985. It's been in the one family its whole life. Okay, it's got 76 original miles on the speedo. I've just had a look over it. I can't see any rust. The interior is dead on, like it is beautiful. It's 6-cylinder, 3 on the tree. It needs a windscreen, it'll need tyres, and probably some look at some brakes. Other than that, it's good. I can't afford it, but one of you guys might be able to. So let's have a look at it now. So XT Falcon, she's white. Sorry about the light guys, but I'll do my best. So 6-cylinder. Okay, all original, untouched. It was bought in Kingaroy, owned in Kingaroy by the one family. The mother died, like it's got those awesome chrome strips across the top there. Right. It needs a screen, so it's got a crack in the windscreen. There is no rust in the sills. Okay, dog legs perfect, quarters are perfect. There's a heap of parts in the boot here. I don't know what's in there, but there was talk in their family apparently of restoring it, but it just never happened. It has been undercover its whole life. Okay, wait till you see inside this thing. I said to her, has this been retrimmed? And she said, no, original interior. So it's like a mulberry sort of colour like my SV89. Okay, the door trims are absolutely spot on. Sorry about the lighting guys, but it's late in the afternoon. The dash is hardly cracked at all. The seats are spot on, look at that. Still got the rubber mats, okay, no rust in the floors. Little hole in the rubber mat just there. Back seat's just as good. There's a little mark there where something's been sitting. It's the sort of old car, hood line is spot on as well. There's a sort of old car where if something got replaced, they retained the old piece. So in the back you've got the radiator hose that was originally on the car and the radiators, like, you know, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Like it's It's spot on. Like, what do you guys reckon? Now, they're asking 20 grand, okay? 20 grand these days in a Ford, especially in these sort of models. If it was an XY, 20 grand, she'd have people beating her door down. It is an XT, but this would be the best XT I've ever seen. You know what I mean? This is, to me, this car is just wheels and tyres, windscreen, get it running and launch it. Like, it's perfect. Like, it is a beautiful car. The bars are still in good shape. They will all polish up. All the chrome work's there. The grille's not bent. All the stripes along the side here are all here. It hasn't had panel damage or panels repaired. It's not rusty across the top of the screens there, see? I don't know, what do you guys reckon? Leave me some comments down below. Like, to me, 20 grand on this thing is a steal. Like, because when you think about, if you've got to go do panel work, right? A paint job on a car this size starts at 5 grand, and that's for a car that's really, really good. It's, yeah, so it's hard. Like, you could buy one for, say, 10 that needs rust work done and all that, and you're going to spend 10 to do that rust, and then you don't have that original paint. Yeah, like, they've had it running, it runs and drives. I haven't even tried the brakes, but you do brakes because it's been sitting for a while. I don't know. Anyway, it's just one that I've come across. Lady rang me. I've done tows for them before, so I try and help people where I can. But yeah. Okay, so you'll get me on Instagram, Kingatow Crew, Instagram, Kingatow Facebook page, or if you just Google Kingatow, my phone number will come up, and send me a message, have a chat to me about it. I can pass her details on to you. She's asking 20. I think it's a steal. Yeah, what do you reckon? Righto, what makes this thing also a little bit special is they still have the original books from the car, okay, where it was bought. It was bought at Bond and Dawson, which must have been, yeah, Kingaroy, must have been before we went to Houston Ford. Okay, so it's got books, like an XT with books. Unbelievable. And there's the other book there for when they first purchased it. She said they may have, and I can't guarantee this one, but they may have the original purchase receipt from that Bond and Dawson. But that's just one of those things. Can I get some light? There we go. That's just one of those things that you can look for and you can work through with them. But I can't guarantee that piece. I can guarantee that the car is absolutely brilliant. Anyway, guys. Right, so what do you reckon about that Falcon? She is tidy, eh? That would make an awesome project for someone that doesn't have a lot of time to do rust. Basically, wheels, tyres, sort some brakes out. It already runs like 20 grand. I don't think you can go wrong, really. If that was an XY, imagine what it would be worth. Here's another one of my bedfords, but you can see there where I'm talking about. Once these covers come off, I can put a V8 in there and have some turbos hanging out on the side of the guards there. As you can hear, my phone goes off absolutely constantly. So, okay, what else have we got? Went down Andrews the other day and there's some pretty cool stuff down there. A Beetle and a mad, like, 60s model motorbike. So I'll cut to that now and I'll show you what I saw down there. I hope you guys like all this old stuff because, yeah, I'm interested in it, so I hope you guys are too. But anyway, check it out. See what Andrew's got going on down there today. Come down to pick up a camper van for the old captain. Old Andrew's looking out for us again. Tell him to help us out with the camper van for Letho. He wants to go camping with his new four-wheel drive. And while we're down here, there's a 1962 Hawleys motorbike. Look at this. So it's your kickstarter here. It's supposed to have a spring up to here so it springs back. You press that one down there to kickstart it. And on this side, it's actually got a separate gearbox at the back here with your gear lever. With your gear lever just there. What a beast, eh? 1962. The stuff that Andrew finds is unbelievable. But yeah. And then down the back, he's been out hunting. He's always out hunting. There's a Volkswagen down the back here. We'll go have a look at her. Rightio. So 1960 Beetle, and this thing's tidy. It is not rusty. Like, it is unbelievable. He's only just picked this up. Whereabouts was it? At Goondiwindi. An old lady apparently was driving it and parked it up. The shed had collapsed, and yeah, but it wasn't. This was the best one out of all the ones that were there. But it's just not rusty in the door jambs. It's just so nice. Like, it smells like an FJ Holden in here actually. But just, yeah, it still has that trim smell. No mice. Like, floors are good, channels are good. It's just an unbelievable find. Original motor. It's even got a tow bar. Look at that. Imagine the hay she used to cart around out Goondiwindi. They were talking before about what motor it was. So what did you think it was, Andrew?
The old guy told me it was 1100.
Yeah, they said it was an 1100. I don't know much about VWs, but I'm pretty sure someone watching will be able to look at that and tell us what it is. But yeah, what a beautiful car. Like, it is absolutely spot on. Look at that, the doors are all dry. Love them when they're not rusty. Yeah, there's the old rego label, so it was last registered 84. Yeah, oh well. Something else to look at, I suppose. I know you guys like this sort of stuff. What a beast. You selling this one, Andrew?
No.
No, not selling that one. And the motorbike's not for sale either, guys.
No.
But yeah, at times I do come across stuff that's for sale, but those ones he wants to keep. But anyway, we'll keep moving, eh? How's that bike, like, for it still to exist in such good condition? Yeah, just crazy, eh? I haven't heard it running or anything like that, but yeah, it's not something he'll let go, but it's pretty cool. I quite like it. Yeah. But yeah, it's just some more stuff. I've got another Bedford cab here to build a hot rod down the track. So these are, not Bedford, sorry, Dodge. It's a 49 Dodge Fargo. I bought that just for that sun visor, really. This HR Ute here is mint. Like, look at no rust anywhere, but where it sat on the ground, right? Where it sat on the ground, it just rotted the floor out. There's no diff mounts, there's nothing. It's just crazy. And this HR Ute here, she's actually a really good Ute, but it got rolled over, so it's got a lot of good bits, but most of it's bent, but it's not rusty. See the back quarter there is actually gone on it, and it's caved in. There's just a heap of Bedford guards and stuff like that, front end pits. But yeah, so this Ute here, I considered maybe a Commodore floor in it or something all the way through, but yeah, it's just up off the ground now, so it's not getting any worse. I'm lucky that I live in Western Queensland and it's fairly dry out here. The pH level in my soil here is not too bad, so it doesn't rust stuff out. But yeah, I've just got another couple old Dodgers here. Another one there, and that's another VNSS underneath the cover there. Yeah, oh, there's one of those white wheels that I was talking about for the Formula. I quite like them. So there is two with tyres. I'll take them over. Think about putting them on. They're just an 18, but I don't know, I don't mind them. So I've got those wheels, I've got a set of 15-inch Simmons. I could put the Formula wheels on it just to do that trip. Or I don't really want to leave the SS wheels on. Like, this old girl here's still got the SS wheels on and they can stay on that. But I don't know. Yeah, and people have been asking about the F100. She is still just sitting there. I've just got to get the money up to buy the new motor for it. Once I've got the new motor for it, I'll pull it apart and do the front end and everything. I'm actually really looking forward to doing like XG, XH Ute front end into that and lower it, and she's going to be mint. So all comes down to time, guys. I try and do as much as I can, but there you go. Okay, so I don't know, guys, I hope you liked that video. Give you a bit of an update of what I saw during the week. Andrew's always got interesting stuff when I call down there, which is good, and he's a top bloke. I'll leave his number down below because he sells a lot of four-wheel drives and stuff, and he is a big supporter of the channel. Yeah, so if you need a four-wheel drive or a boat or a tractor, or he has stuff from everywhere. He's a good bloke. So I'll put his number down below. You can give him a call and see if he can help you out in Brisbane for four-wheel drive or a boat. I know he's got a little Kubota tractor there at the moment. And well, today's date, so you know, for the Falcon is the 21st. So it's Sunday the 21st now. I filmed that yesterday afternoon. Okay, if you're interested in that, okay, message me on either Facebook, so Kingatow, or Kingatow Crew on Instagram, and I will pass on the lady's details to you for that Falcon. But it is a genuine good thing. I don't think it'll last very long. But anyway, all right, guys, I hope you like that video. It's just something a bit different today, a bit of a walk around and a look. And yeah, I'm gonna go look at this film gear to get this audio right for you guys for this big road trip we've got going on down to Ayers Rock. And as you can hear, my phone's still going off. Crazy. Anyway, all right, thanks, guys. All right, see you.